let me tell you a little secret. You don't have to figure everything out from the beginning. As a matter of fact, trying to figure it out before you get started can actually keep you from getting to where you want to get. Excuse my grubbiness. I'm in the middle of a crafting project, and actually, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about because I'm working on this project of putting this mask on this rag rug that I made that and on this frame, and this whole process from start to finish has been a exercise in just going with the flow. I actually started the rug years ago, and I couldn't make it as big as I want. I kind of messed up the middle. And then my cousin helped me to see, oh, I could turn this into a wall hanging. And so just step by step, getting this, figuring out how to do this face, using my locks as the hair, then how am I going to hang this up, and all kinds of things. And so bit by bit, this art piece is coming together. But if I had waited to even get started until I knew exactly what I was going to do, or got frustrated because the rug didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen, this thing wouldn't come together at all. And I'm looking forward to seeing however it comes about, whatever it wants, whatever spirit brings forth to me. And so as you're on your journey to becoming whole and healthy, to healing yourself, you cannot figure it out. There are things that you're going to encounter along the way. If you're open to letting spirit guide you, letting your intuition guide you, letting the unfolding of life guide you and just lead you along the way, step by step by step, you can do those things that you're trying to do. Lose the weight, reverse your disease, get focused on what you're trying to do in your life, and actually become your whole and healthy and wonderful self. And this sneak peek into my whole and healthy program will give you some ideas of how that can happen. And today we're talking about taking inspired action. So what is inspired action? I invite you to contemplate the fact that we all are connected to divine guidance, to a divine consciousness. We are not in this by ourselves. We are not on this journey all alone. That we have, at all times, we can tap into that divine consciousness, that intuition that we have, those ideas that seem to just plop into your head, that inner knowing, those things that you don't know why you know, but you know. We can all tap into that. So we're going to use those things, those connections, to take inspired action. And so as we go further through this lesson today and onward further through the rest of this program, remember that you have access to that. For me, I find that when I'm outside here in the garden, every morning I come out here and walk, and I feel very connected to spirit here. So there's something about Mount Meru that is very spiritual to me. I feel closer to God and the divine here than I ever had before. And I am able to just tap into the inner knowing. Many times I will be out here, I'm struggling with something, and I come out here and I say a prayer and I just ask, what should I do about XYZ? What's the next thing I should do? And almost always an idea, just a knowing. Oh, well, you should go back and read this thing. There's something in here for you. Or no, don't bother to say anything, that won't help you out. That'll just cause more trouble. So if you can learn to just trust that first thing that pops into your mind, that is often the right thing that's the thing to do before your subconscious and the woundedness and all of that can get in there and say, oh, no, that. So it's learning to trust that inner knowing. Going and doing some meditation. The more you can do to help you connect to spirit, to connect to the inner knowing, through prayer, through meditation, through yoga, through quiet reflection, through journaling, through just morning pages and writing, whatever you can do to help you connect to that inner knowing will help you going forward in choosing the right next step for you. So we are going to be using that to take inspired action. So now what I ask you to do is to go back through your journal that you've been keeping over these past few weeks and see what insights you can gain. Where are the places that are causing you the most trouble? Where are the things that are helping you move forward? What are the things that stick out to you as things that you need to address? What are the things that you need to change? Where are the places that you need to strengthen because they are taking you in the right direction? Today is a day to begin doing a real journal review. So take the next day or two to go back through and read your previous entries, and then to write down what you think about that. What reflections do you have about what you've seen over this past few weeks? Are there changes you've seen already? Are there patterns that you're seeing? What insights can you take? And what divine connections are you making between the things that you've written down over these past few weeks? And so then, using that lens of inspired action, choose 2 or 3 areas that you think you could focus on that would have the most impact, that would help you reach your goals. Which areas of your relationships or your work life or your diet and lifestyle, your self-care routine, or your involvement in the community, which areas, 2 or 3 areas, we don't want to get overwhelmed, even just one area if that feels right. Which areas do you feel will have the most impact on you? And so write that down. Choose the area, write it down, and reflect on why it is you chose that and how you think it will help you move forward. And think about what your goals are for those areas. What would you like to see happening in those areas over the next few weeks or months, or however long you think is a reasonable time? What would you like to see as your end goal for this area in your life? Why have you chosen it? What are your goals? And then leaving plenty of space for divine action, for divine intuition. What are your next steps, your first steps in each of those areas? What do you think you should do first? Ask for guidance and let that guidance come in. Is it somebody that you need to reach out to? Is there a particular book that you should read? Is there something that you need to do or to stop doing? Ask for that guidance. Do what you need to do to tap in and ask yourself, what is the next step you should take? One of the questions I like to ask when I'm talking to coaching clients is, if you knew what the answer is, what would it be? And just again, what's the first thing that pops into your head? And write those things down. And now that you've got these ideas, how are you going to make space in your life to make sure that you are able to take these steps? How do you need to rearrange your schedule? Do you need to incorporate this into your prayer life? How can you make space in your life so that you can actually do these things? Put it in your calendar if you need to. Say, on these days I'm doing this. Maybe you need to change your priorities and say, I can't participate in this program over here for the next little while because I'm doing this thing over here. Think about what your life is like, your day is like right now, and what you need to do to make sure that you have space in order for you to do this, because this is so important. This is about you stepping into the fullness of who you are, of you becoming whole and healthy, of you opening the doors to a brand new you, a brand new life, and into being able to do those things that you've been dreaming about and wishing to do for so very long. So how can you make space? Write that down in your journal too. Your journal should be getting pretty full by now. And this is gold mine of data, of information, of ideas, of inspiration that will help you move forward, and that you can go back to over and over again to see what the next step should be, to see how far you've come, and to keep yourself on your path. And how can you involve spirit in this process? As you're taking those steps, how can you involve spirit? How can you make sure each day that you are taking inspired action, that you are letting spirit lead you? This is actually your superpower, being guided by spirit, being led by your intuition, whatever you want to call it, ancestors, your gut, whatever it is you want to call it, whatever's meaningful for you, we all tap into it. This is our superpower. When we try to just think our way through things, we can miss the most important thing. When we align ourselves with divine intelligence, with our intuition, with our gut, then we are actually like stepping into a flow that helps us keep going. And you don't have to know where it's going to end up. That's the beauty of this. You take a step and you see where you are then, and then you ask for guidance again and take another step at that point using that guidance, and then you ask again. And each day, each step of the way, you are led and guided, and you can, who knows, like where you would be. I could not have even imagined being where I am in my life right now. But each step I take, something new opens up. You know, it's like when you're going down a highway at night. You cannot see any further than the headlights in front of you. And so when you get a little bit further, then your lights shine on something new and you can see, okay, this is where I am now, this is what's in around me, and this, oh look, there's a road here, I can turn here. And so that's the way I want you to approach this. You don't need to have a hard goal idea about what's going on. Have what is it you want it to feel like? What is it in general that you're looking for? But the details, the exact details, you don't need to worry about that. Those will come into clarity as you move forward. And as you learn something new, as you develop new skills, your awareness, your ability to see more options and more possibilities will open up as well. So don't box yourself in to a certain specific thing that has to happen this way. Just know where you're going in general, what direction, what's the how you want to feel, what you know, just the generalness of it, and let the specifics come into focus as you're moving forward. And so then lastly, what is the very next thing you're going to do? Tomorrow, or within a few days, what are you going to do? What are the things that you are going to do? Are you going to call somebody and ask them something? Are you going to go to the store and get this one book and begin reading it? Are you going to get the following ingredients for your kitchen so you can make this thing? Are you going to do a juice fast? Are you going to purge your closet? What is it that you're going to do? Are you going to ask for a raise? I mean, I don't know what it is, what your goal is, but figure out what it is your very next step is that you're going to do, and how you're going to actually take that step. And even if you take the step and things don't happen the way you had hoped, even that's, well, we'll talk more about that next time. See you tomorrow.